Hi guys, welcome back to yet another video. My name is Martin. I'm filming this in my storage unit today. What I do is I film back to back these videos. So if you're seeing me wearing this, I'm not wearing it every single day. I just film back to back, and I release these once a day, every day, unless my phone breaks. Then I can't. But what I do on this channel is I show off 4 books that I've selected from random, and I end on a key issue. This is not the key issue. This is the first book I want to talk about. It is Flash, issue 110, written by Mark Waid with Phil Jimenez on art duties. Now, I'm more familiar with Phil's work on Wonder Woman. He has a very detailed style, and it's more akin to George Perez. But he had that's his current style. When he was drawing the Flash rather, he had a more kinetic, action-based style, and I thought it worked very well. I showed off issue 2, I think it was, last video, and I mentioned that I wouldn't mind getting the entire run of this series. There was only a few keys. The first appearance of Impulse, which I don't own just yet. And then just like a whole run full. And so I've got probably about 20 issues to go to get the full set. And one day I'll get the entire set, and then I will put them all together in a row. Then I'll be happy. The next issue I want to show off is Guardians of the Galaxy issue 2 with Kev Walker on art duties, written by Colin Kelly and Jackson Lanzig. I bought this for probably maybe 4 or 5 issues, this series, but it was really the artwork that drew me into the series. The story was a little bit out there, maybe a little bit too weird for my liking. It was all about Groot, and Groot was suddenly this giant planet that for some reason the Guardians wanted to kill. It didn't make a lot of sense to me, and because I read a lot every week, every month, the story kind of went by the wayside for me, and then I was realizing I was just buying the book just for the art, and so I thought, if I'm just doing that, I'm doing myself a disservice. I'm not getting the full experience, so I dropped the book, and it went for, I think, 12 issues, maybe 10 issues. Actually, I think it was 10 issues, and I thought I was going to get the last part of the story, but they had an annual that came out after the last issue, so I've got to read that to get the full understanding of where Colin Kelly and Justin Lanzig were going with this series. But I will say the artwork was really nice. Next up is issue 0 of Dial H, and written by China Maleev, and drawn by Riccardo Bercelli. Yeah, sorry, I'm butchering that. This is a Brian Boland cover, a beautiful Brian Boland cover. This is a series that I'm backtracking because I wanted to get the full run. It's a very weird series, and I think if I read it from start to finish, I'd understand and appreciate it a lot more. These issue 0 stories were kind of like the equivalent of Marvel's flashback stories. So it was the very first story of Dial H, and it's so old that it's no longer a phone; it's a sundial. And I think the subject of the story was Sundial for Heroes, something to that effect. But yeah, just a fun, weird story, and I'm happy to have that in my collection. Now, the key issue I want to show off is this one. This is Harley Quinn, issue 1 from December of 2000. I remember when this came out, the owner of my local comic book shop said, "Yeah, buy this. It's going to be a hit, and it's got beautiful artwork, and the artwork is very, very nice." But it was reminiscent of when Deadpool came out, and I said, okay, the artwork on Deadpool was really nice, but I'm only going to buy the first issue because it had one particular character in it, and I didn't buy the rest. And in hindsight, maybe I should have bought the entire run of Deadpool, because those early issues are very expensive. Well, not very expensive, but expensive enough. Now, the This series, on the other hand, the first issue, this issue, can sell for a bit of a premium if it's in good nick, but issues 2 onward, you can get for a fairly good price. Now, the series had Two-Face, and it had obviously Harley, and it was drawn by the Dodsons. So the artwork was just beautiful. But yeah, I just didn't buy the rest. I bought this. I enjoyed it for the most part, and yeah, I just went, okay, I'm just going to keep going and reading what I like to read. But this was not it. But I am happy to have this in my collection. Maybe I should put a bag behind it, or sorry, a board behind it, to keep it in that pristine quality. But I'll put that to you guys. Should I rebag and board that issue? Please let me know what you think in the comments down below. Please like and subscribe if you wish to. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you as always for sticking with me, and I'll catch you at the next one.